Hey everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Josh with MoKMagicTG, and this is video 3 of a 3-part series. For those of you who may have not seen video 1 or 2 of this series, what we're doing is we are opening 6 pre-release packs from Core 21. These pre-release packs came from a box that was open in the first video, and so I decided to open them in quantities of 6 because there are 6 booster packs in each one of these. So 6 times 6 is 36. That's the equivalent of a booster box. And what I'm trying to test is whether or not the Mythic pull rate in pre-release packs is greater than the Mythic pull rate in a booster box. There's a lot of talk around the Mythic pull rates in lots of different Magic products, whether it's buying the Planeswalker decks with the 2 boosters, or whether it's buying the deck builders kits with 4 boosters in. I mean, whatever it may be, or the fat packs bundles. There's just talks about is there a way to sort of slant and skew the odds in your favor to get more mythics? So the first 2 videos, if you haven't watched them already, I guess I'm gonna have to ruin it just a little bit for you. But so far, first 6 boxes we opened, we pulled 6 mythics as well as a mythic pre-release card. The second set of 6 that we opened, we pulled 5 mythics with a mythic pre-release card. And let's see what we get here. In my opinion, if we pull 5 to 6 mythics out of these again, I'm going to err on the side of saying that pre-release packs do have a higher mythic pull rate. In my opinion, if we pull 5 or 6 here, that would mean that we did average 1 mythic per pre-release pack. Granted, there were some that didn't have it. The average would then be that we averaged 1 per. So it's going to be pretty interesting, and that's not counting the mythic pre-release cards. So let's get to it. I want to be as fast as possible because I don't want to take up too much of your time, so that you could either A, hopefully watch more of my content, or B, I know you've got things in life going on, so I just appreciate you spending a few minutes of your time with me. I hope to hear from you, get some feedback. So let's see what we got. If you also watch the other videos, you'll know that I'm giving away the arena codes out of these. So the first person who watches the video, pauses it, and goes and redeems that code can have those packs, Jack. I hope you get something spicy. Hope it helps you win a ton of games, and you tell all your friends and family that they need to come sub to my channel because I give away free stuff. So here we go. Let's see what we got. Survey says we're coming right out with a massacre worm. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Every time I say that, I think of that new, well, it's kind of new song by AJR called Bang. And the little guy in the background that goes, here we go. Anyways, all right, demonic embrace isn't going to get us there, but we're already ahead of the curve with 1 mythic on the very first pack of the very first pack, and he's not going to do it for us either. Wah, wah, wah. I mean, I personally feel like there is a higher mythic pull rate in the pre-releases, but like I've said in previous videos, the lieutenant's not going to do it. Like I've said in previous videos, this is one of my first times that I've done a mass pre-release box opening of the same set on cam. I have done some mass pre-release kit openings for myself. I didn't film it. I didn't have a channel back then. I did it for Hour of Devastation, Amonkhet. I think I did one for Kaladesh maybe. But to be fair, I wasn't tracking the mythics back then. I was honestly on the hunt for invocations and things like that. So, and to be fair, from what I recall, I can't remember about Kaladesh, but I do recall for Hour of Devastation Amonkhet, I did pop 1 invocation. Oh, we didn't check our pre-release. Ooh, Chromatic Orrery. So as it stands right now, I have a foil regular Chromatic Orrery. I have a foil full art Chromatic Orrery. I now have the pre-release Chromatic Orrery, and of course I have a non-foil regular, and I think I have a non-foil full art. So I have every printing of that one now. So technically speaking, even though I'm not counting this, that was a 2 mythic pre-release, but all right. I mean, we're starting with some spice here. There's the packs we're cracking. Here's the code for those of you. All right, you got it. Pause it if you didn't. Go back, rewind, watch it. All right, here we go. But and I can't remember which card. I keep meaning to go back and look, but it was one of the cards that was worth like $80 or something. FYI, I think I mentioned in one of the other videos, emblems always stick off to the side and kind of put, you know, I don't want to call it like my high bulk or anything, but I just always stick these off to the side. Planeswalker emblems are typically hard to come by, so there's always somebody looking for them. I'm not saying they're worth a ton, but I mean 50 cents, $1, or maybe Smile trade just something semi, you know, decent, common, uncommon or something for it. But I always stick those off the side. They're harder to come by. Transmog's not going to do it. I will tell you, in my opinion, so far, unless it picks up in the next couple boxes, the foil pull rate has slowed down dramatically from video number 1. But that's okay. I don't care about foils. I want mythics. In fact, I'd prefer it to be foil mythics that we pull. We did pull one foil mythic so far. It was Bowser Ket, so kind of a lame foil mythic to pull. But everything else, Necromentia, everything else has been non-foil. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I don't know if it's me or these packs, but they are not opening cleanly. All right, here we go. Whoa. Okay. If we're gonna have duplication, I guess I'll take that as duplication. That is a pretty foil. Okay. We are sitting on 2 Massacre Worms, but it's keeping us on pace for our mythics. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. I want these videos to be so much faster, but I've got to address some things here. Okay. So, I've now said it. This is at least my 3rd video that I've talked about my luck in pulling alt art or just G tutors in general. The fact of the matter, you know, when I'm cracking collector booster boxes, I get it. You know, it's the collectors. It should be a higher potential pull rate, right? But I've pulled these out of fat packs. I keep meaning to say bundles, but I'm old, so they're fat packs, guys. I've pulled them out of fat packs. I've pulled them out of you know, pre-release kits now. But this is crazy. You know, one of the things I was talking about in other videos was the likelihood of pulling these alt art or borderless or full art cards out of non-premium packs, out of the non-collector edition. So last video, I think we pulled 2 borderless cards, and the video before that, I don't think we pulled any actually. But to pull a full art or a borderless alt art G tutor not only counts as a mythic, but I mean that's pretty insane. And then the rare's garbage. We're 3 mythics and only 2 packs in, so unless this is either going to slow down or this very last video in this series is about to blow this theory out of the water that it is absolutely 100% true. I don't know. We'll see. If it's not true, I've still cracked some pretty amazing mythics. I mean, I'll take it. I want to say alt art non-foil G tutor is like 10 to 15 bucks. Here's my other theory about these G tutors. Oh, we didn't look at our pre-release. All right, Sublime Epiphany, pretty cool little rare. Don't forget we pulled a mythic pre-release card earlier, so technically we're kind of at 4. But anyways, green. I'm just curious as to if the value, and I've ruined it. I saw what the pre-release card is, but I won't ruin it for you. I'm worried about the value of those G tutors because either I'm insanely lucky in my pulls, or these bad boys are pulling at a rate like frickin' Godzilla, Space Godzilla, Death Corona, and the value is just gonna plummet down. So I hope not, because it's such a cool card, but we'll see. Here's the code for all of y'all. Hope you enjoy it. Look, 8 ATE. Haha. Okay, here we go. Moving along. If we don't hit anything too spicy and crazy that sidetracks me and makes me talk anymore, I'm on pace to make this video faster than the last, And the last video was, oh, it's such a pretty card for a foil. And the last video was faster than the one before it. So I try to get these 10 minutes or less. It's so hard. But on these, because of having to open boxes to get the cards and whatnot, and having to take a minute or so at the beginning of the video to explain what it is we're doing, oh boy, oh my gosh. I'm talking about trying to slow this video down or speed this video up, but I'm gonna have to slow it down. If you were paying attention and saw that, we're gonna review it again. If you weren't paying attention because I was just on in the background for you while you're doing something more important, stop what you're doing, put it down, sit down, strap in. If you were at a pre-release event and you open this, you're gonna, I hate to use this term because I don't want it to sound derogatory, but you would nut up. I'm sorry. If I was at a pre-release event, I'm coming up out of my seat on this pack. Here it is. That's not what got me excited. Okay, foil, discontinuity, pretty pimp mythic, number one. I mean, anytime you get a foil mythic, even if it's garbage, hey, it's a foil mythic, right? Ugin the Spirit Dragon right behind it. It's not foil, but it is a mythic. And it's Ugin, okay? And I understand it's the regular card. It's not the alt art, the borderless, the whatever, the showcase. But it's frickin' Ugin, okay? This pack was a frickin' foil mythic and Ugin. And FYI, if we're keeping count, we are at 5 mythics. 5 mythics with a foil mythic, with a alt art mythic, and I know we're not counting it, but we do have a mythic pre-release card as well, and we have 3 packs left to open. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to call it now. We popped 6 mythics and a pre-release mythic in video 1. We popped 5 and a pre-release in video 2, and we're already at 5 and 1 in video 3. I don't see how we open 18. We have 22 more booster packs to open. I just don't see us not getting at least 1 more mythic to then solidify this. So, you know, would I have to do many more of these for us to like call it a definitive science? Absolutely. But, you know, out of 18 packs, I mean, that's moving us in the right direction here. Wow. So I was on pace to make this video shorter, and maybe I'll pick up some steam here in a second, but wow. I mean, I'm pretty excited. You know, as to whether or not I've cracked enough cards and value to repay myself for this, probably not. So, you know, I probably just spent, you know, this money more so for my own personal entertainment as well as hopefully your entertainment. Oh man, I just realized in the last video, hey, that's a nice Azusa, and that's, gosh, I might, you know, like I would send this to Joey Moss maybe. I know he likes red foilies and dragons. So that's a pretty sweet card. In the last video, I talked about how I sometimes find these great deals, and so I don't mind sharing it with you. So I scour, and I'm sure you all do as well, but I scour Facebook Marketplace. I scour eBay and all kinds of places too. But I scour Facebook Marketplace. That's a pretty cool pack. It's not really worth a ton, but we got a foil rare, and then the showcase rare. FYI, this one pre-release pack that we just opened, pre-release pack had a single pack with a foil mythic and a pimp mythic. It also had a foil rare with a regular rare. So I mean, that whoever, I'll tell you that this came from Ohio. Whoever in Ohio, if they had gone to the pre-release event, if COVID hadn't have prevented it, and opened this, oh, pre-release card, by the way, is 9 lives, meow. If they had gone to Ohio and opened, or if they had gone to the pre-release event at this store in Ohio, that one pre-release pack would have been ridiculous. Like, if it was on the spice meter, we're crying, we're snot dripping down our nose, insanity, green. So anyways, I scour Facebook Marketplace, and of course I look for stuff local to me that I can drive and pick up, because I like instant gratification and I don't want to have to go wait for things to come in the mail. But you know, sometimes, here you go guys and gals, pause the video, get it, hope it looks good for you, take it, awesome. And we'll look at that in a minute. So I was scouring Facebook Marketplace and just expanding my search, and I saw the posting for this. He had 6 boxes of these that I would have bought all 6 of, but by the time I got to him, he only had one left, and so I bought it. Scavenging ooze. So again, you know, I'm a numbers guy. So I did the math. You know, you and I, we all know that these are $25 a piece in the store. So when he's selling it for $300 plus shipping built into that price, you know, by the time you factor in shipping on this, I didn't pay attention to the box to see what it was, but let's just even say it was $20. At or if you take shipping out at $2.80, that lowers the price of these to darn near right at $16 a piece, which really then puts you at roughly 96, 90, maybe like $95, $96 per booster box, which is a decent deal. You know, I've already talked before about, you know, where that I normally buy mine for $79.99 shipped. But again, you know, the reason why I did this was I figured for my own personal entertainment and or to open on channel, the equivalent of spending roughly $100 per booster box made sense to me. Oh, there it is. There it is, guys. We got Liliana, Waker of the Dead. It's not the showcase, it's not foil, it's not the borderless, but it's still Lily. I'm an OG Lily fan. I'm a Planeswalker collector. I'm a Planeswalker hag, if you will. There's another word I'd use, but I'm not going to do it on channel. But there it is, guys. I mean, we're at 6 with 2 more packs to open. We're at 6, including one being a foil, one being an alt art, and the pre. I mean, that's it. I'm sorry. As of right now, for this amount of boxes opened, higher pull rate on pre-release, guys. Shacklegeist. Higher pull rate of Mythics. I'm calling it. I personally feel like I've experienced it in the past, whether I was just at a regular pre-release event, whether it's when I've just decided to spend like $100 and buy like 4 of them, you know, after a set's come out and the store has a few extras left around. Oops, good thing that was a token that I don't need. Wow. This is going to be pretty exciting for me to go back through after video 2 and look at these. Demonic Embrace, not going to get us there. Alright, we have 12 packs. Pre-release card is Bossery's Lieutenant. Wah, wah, wah. Haven't really hit anything super spicy on the pre-release cards. I mean, you know, I think it was Chromatic Orrery on the last... No, it's Chromatic Orrery this time. It was like Baneslayer Angel on the last one, and I think I got Garruk, which is cool to get a Planeswalker, but I got Garruk. I mean, I would just absolutely nut up. I would just absolutely nut up if I could pop like an Ugin or a Pimp Teferi or something pre-release. I'd be cool with Liliana too. Alright, we're getting there. This is for you guys to have. Cool. Moving on. Here we go. I thought I was going to, if I didn't have to stop for that one awesome pack, I thought I was going to have us moving on a little faster. Necromentia is not going to get it. The foil rate has slowed down on the foil pulls for sure. If you go back to the first video, I'm pretty sure I pulled as many foils in the first video as I have in the last video and this one combined. Double vision, not going to do it. Let me just clean this up just a hair. I know it's wasting time and I only have a few packs left, but there we go. It's getting on my nerves. Yeah, so if you, knowing that now that pre-release kits potentially have a better pull rate, you know, it's up to you if you want to try to buy them in bulk like me, you know, get a box and just know that, because you figure I got 6, 5, and now 6 so far. So that's 12, that's 17 so far. That's an average of 1 per box, and we still have some to go. Not to mention these. So if you did count these in, we're at a better than 1 per box. So if you bought a whole box, you know you're going to pull roughly 18 mythics. And, you know, given the value, so I mean, you can start to do the math. So if you get a good enough deal, you've tilted the odds in your favor of how you're going to make money. And if it was a set maybe other than this one where there was really just not a ton of value in the rares unless you pull something like a Fabled Passage or whatever, you know, Azusa and whatnot. Hey, that's a nice card. Hey, okay, here we go. I'm not saying it's insanity, but there's a foil full art, you know, mountain. So that's a pretty a pretty awesome card. I guess I'll put it there. And there's an Elder Gargaroth, which now makes that our 7th Mythic, which is insane. I mean, that's it. 7, 6, and 5. I mean, that puts us at 18. We're not counting the pre-release Mythics we popped. If you count those, we're at 21. All right, here we go. Pursued Whale. Not going to do it. Wow. So this one is going to run a little bit longer, but it's because, of course, the last video turned out to be the best video on the craziness that we pulled, Sanctum of All. So here we go, last packs. Oh, let's see our pre-release card. Oh, Feline Sovereign. So we got, what, kitties back to back, right? Oh no, we got 9 lives a second ago, but, you know. All right, here we go, guys. Last 6 packs to crack, last pre-release, last set of arena codes coming up for you. If it's the same person watching this video trying to get all of them, I'm pretty sure you hit your cap. So be kind and share. You know, share with your friends that are actually green. Green and blue were the predominant dice. I'm looking at the ones next to me. I pulled 5 blue, 6 green, 2 red, 3 white, 2 black, just so that you know between all the kits how many of what color, for those of you that like to follow that. So we'll give that code away in a sec. Here's the pre-release we'll save for last. And I'll put that up there. And here's the code for you guys. Alright. I kind of learned as we go. I could have saved a little time in some of the earlier videos as well. Now we don't need this. I could have saved some time in the earlier videos as well. Not calling out the actual codes because I was worried that what if it's blurry, because I'm still working on my focus. I could have just let people pause, so I'm learning, but I greatly appreciate the feedback because like I said, I had somebody reach out to me and they gave me a little feedback. That is not leaning as bad as it looks as the angle of the camera. They gave me some feedback on my cam and my mic. I greatly appreciate it because that's what I'm looking for, as I am not an expert YouTuber, tech videographer guy by any means. All right. Here we go, last packs. It doesn't really matter. I mean, this is all gravy. If we pop anything here, it's gravy. Technically speaking, I think out of 18 packs, only 2 or 3 didn't have a mythic, and then the others had extra mythics in them that made up for those 2 or 3 that didn't. So again, Animal Sanctuary, if you happen to get a box like I did, if you can get a good enough price, you've got a much better rate, pull rate. So if you can get a box for $300, that's better than getting 3 booster boxes and trying to do it that way. Not to mention, you've already, if you're looking at it just from a value standpoint, you've already tilted the odds in your favor by the fact that you're getting the pre-release cards. Because, you know, if you're going to turn around and resell, if you're trying to, you know, just get money out of it, you're going to have, there's an extra card of value. It's a foil, always going to be a rare or a mythic to help you with that. This is crazy. I mean, I know that it's not as crazy as pulling this from 1 booster box because it's different, but there's another mythic. It's also the 3rd Massacre Worm from this set. And if you go back and watch, the first video, you can see in the box that I just took this column of pre-release kits, the 2nd column of pre-release kits, and the 3rd column of pre-release kits. I know you didn't see me on cam pull the next 2 sets of 6, but I promise I took them, you know, from those columns that you see in the first video. I did them in that order. I didn't mix them up or anything. So the column of 6 had the, you know, if somebody got them, had all these. So that's crazy. All right, last pack. We'll talk for a minute, and then I'm going to wrap this thing up. I was hoping to make this one shorter to continue that trend, but this has been the spicier one. Wow. It's a decent way to end. It's not a mythic, but it's a decent way to end with a full art, with another one of those. Nobody cares about the incinerator. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's just run through this real quick. First off, oh, we didn't look at our last pre-release. Survey says, nice, okay. Gadget, not bad. Let's go ahead and pull this out and talk, just to include it. So here's the deal. We got 3 Massacre Worms, so it's crazy. Almost a freaking playset of Massacre Worms there. We got 3 Massacre Worms. We got an alt art G-Tutor. We got an Elder Gargaroth. We got Lily. We got Ugin. We got a foil Discontinuity. And of course, I'm not counting it, but we also got a pretty sweet Chromatic Orrery foil. I mean, foil Mythic. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Mythics. And out of our previous box, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that puts us at 14. And then out of our first box, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that puts us at 19. We have 19 Mythics. Plus, we got at least one Mythic pre-release kit, pre-release card out of each one. So if you want to count those, technically we're at 22, but we're at 19 Mythics, including 2 foil Mythics, by the way, because we did pop a foil Basri as well, Basri and one of the other ones. 19 Mythics out of 18 pre-release kits. If you do the math on that again, comparing it to booster boxes, that is 19 Mythics out of, not counting these then, 19 Mythics out of 3 booster boxes. I mean, that's literally, that's 6 per booster box on average, technically 6.3. That is way higher than the average. I'm sorry, based on the math right now, definitely higher Mythic pull rate. So that's insane. That's so awesome. Of course, we got all kinds of cool stuff. I'm going to wrap it up real quick because it's already running long. Remember, at 50 subs to my channel, I'm going to then do a giveaway for this 15 card premium foil booster pack from the Shards of Alara block for anyone who can guess what MoK stands for in MoKMagicTG. If more than one person guesses it correctly, I'll do a random generator and pick the person that way. So that is it. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you find this series of 3 videos awesome. I know it's long. It's like an hour between all 3. Spread it out and watch it. I don't know. But thanks so much. And remember, thank you. Deuces.